doctors and celebrities urging everyone to join the revolution against wheat.
But is going gluten-free all it's cracked up to be? And is it safe? Tonight, Fox 31 Denver's Nick Emmons is getting your questions answered.
It seems like just yesterday we were waging war against carbs with the Atkins diet. But now there's a new battle raging, and it's against a common protein found in countless products: gluten.
Gluten is a protein that's found in wheat and rye and barley, and
That's
it's
the
what
doctor I
gives
shadowed.
bread that doughy, tasty texture.
But it's also a protein that can trigger dangerous reactions in some people. About 3 million people suffer from celiac disease. That's a disorder where the immune system attacks the small intestine when you eat gluten. Here's how it works. Pretend this is your intestinal system. Every time you add gluten, you get a reaction. Pretty violent reaction that can damage the intestinal lining. And if your intestines look like this, you're not going to feel well. If untreated, it can lead to serious health issues like anemia and osteoporosis. Now, blood tests can diagnose that disease, but the majority of people are only considered gluten sensitive.
The only way to really know if you fit into that subgroup would be to avoid gluten for a period of time and see if you don't feel better.
Lauren Chiarelli is a student at Colorado State. 4 years ago, she decided to go gluten-free.
I was falling asleep all the time, and I was dealing with acne. Nothing was working.
After hearing a presentation about the benefits of the gluten-free lifestyle, she gave it a try and has been cooking and eating gluten-free ever since.
After about a month and a half of really being gluten-free, I started to notice the effects of not falling asleep, and my acne started to go away.
It's easy to find gluten-free products at grocery stores these days, but one of the hardest parts is learning about all the foods that contain gluten. Things you might not think about, like spaghetti sauce, maple syrup, and even some cheaper brands of tequila.
It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle.
I think that there are some mainstream doctors that believe that this is just a fad. And I'm here to tell you this is not a fad.
Do you want to try?
What I came to realize over the years was when the digestive complaints got better because they were off of gluten, a lot of times other symptoms they were having cleared up.
Okay. Dr. Guillory says one problem with the gluten-free diet is people think it's a weight loss diet, but that's not the case. In fact, many gluten-free products can have more sugar, less fiber, and fewer vitamins. And another downside, the cost. A loaf of gluten-free bread can be twice as much as regular bread. But Dr. Guillory says, cost aside,
If you were a patient and you weren't feeling well and had a variety of symptoms, and I suggested you try going off gluten, and you felt better, then what are you going to do at the end of the day?
the results may be enough to sway anyone. Nick Emmons, Fox 31, Denver.
The doctor at the end makes such a great point. You know, if you don't feel well, if you do have some of these symptoms, it makes you wonder if maybe it's worth trying if you never even thought about it before.
They made it so much easier now with all these
Yes.
products available.
Thanks,
So.
Jim.
And there's some restaurants that are gluten-free here in Denver, too, so you can look it up. It's worth a try. It's got me curious. Maybe I'll give it a shot. It'd be hard to give up all that bread.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's tough.
The pasta.
All of it. So if you're considering a gluten-free diet, of course you should talk to your doctor first.
And we have a complete interview with an expert about the diet on our website. Just go to kdvr.com for more information.